Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Munafa. My name is Pradyumna and I hope you all are doing well. In today's video, I will tell you how interest rate moves the stock market. And after watching this video, I am sure there wouldn't be any doubt in your mind about how RBI controls the inflation through repo rate. But before that, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and hit the bell icon to stay updated. Let's get started. Now if we talk about repo rate, it simply means an interest rate which is decided by the RBI to lend money to the commercial bank like ICICI Bank, HDFC Bank, SBI, etc. Yes, if you did not know how these commercial banks run their businesses, they simply borrow money from RBI at lower rates and lend that money to the corporates and general public like us at higher interest rates. Like suppose RBI has decided to lend money to these commercial banks at 3% of repo rate. Now these commercial banks will provide loans to us at 6 or 7% and this is how they earn profit. Now if RBI increases the repo rate, these commercial banks will also have to increase their interest rates to survive in the economy. And the whole burden of the higher rates will be falling on corporates and retail borrowers like us. Now the question is how the stock market will get impacted if RBI changes the repo rate. For that, you will have to understand that stock markets have always been forward looking and they try to anticipate what will happen in the economy. For that, here you can see that Nifty 50 had made a high of 18,800 in December 2022. Since then, the market started falling quite aggressively till 3rd February 2022. Then on 6th February, the credit policy came and RBI increased the repo rate with 25 basis points. Similarly, this kind of anticipation was in US market also back in September 2022. And as you can see in this chart, from 12th of September to 21st September, Nasdaq 100 fell quite aggressively because of the speculation that US Fed will increase the internal Fed rates. And the meeting took place on 22nd September where Fed increased the repo rate with 0.75%. There are three scenarios that happen in the stock market every time when RBI come with its credit policy. The first scenario is that market is expecting that there wouldn't be any rate hike in the upcoming credit policy, but RBI increases the rate unexpectedly. Therefore, the markets are likely to fall more. Second scenario where market is expecting that RBI will increase rates by let's say 0.25%, and in the credit policy RBI actually increases the rate by 0.25%. Then market will not fall more as something has happened according to its expectations. Now the third scenario comes where market was expecting that there would be a hike in repo rate, but in fact RBI decreases the repo rate or keeps it unchanged. In this situation, the markets are likely to go up at a rapid pace. Now with these three scenarios, you must have understood that there is an inverse relationship between RBI's repo rate and Indian stock market. But what is the reason behind this inverse relationship? For that, you will have to understand that why RBI increases or decreases the repo rate. So for that, the simple answer in two words is liquidity management. Now with liquidity management, I mean if RBI is printing more and more money, which is also known as quantitative easing, there would be more money flow in the economy and therefore there would be a rise in inflation also. But how? Suppose there is more quantitative easing which is done by the RBI. So more money is flowing into the economy. Now with the more money flow, employees will start getting more salaries. Suppose an employee was getting 25,000 rupees a month and from the next month he will start getting 50,000 rupees a month. Now what will that employee will do with the increased salary? He will go out and purchase materialistic things like car, mobile, washing machine, etc. And therefore there would be a big rise in supply in the economy which causes inflation, because the law of supply says that there is a direct relationship between price and the quantity supplied. So if there is more quantity sold of such materialistic things, their prices will also rise and that leads to inflation. Now the biggest challenge for the government is to lower the inflation so that middle class or lower class people can survive in the country, and therefore RBI increases the repo rate. Now again, if RBI increases the repo rate, these commercial banks will also have to borrow money at a higher rate from RBI, and therefore they will also charge higher interest rates on personal loans, car loans, home loans, corporate loans, etc. And now corporates and public like you and me will not borrow money due to high interest rates. Or if these consumers are not going to take home loans, personal loans or car loans, they are definitely not going to purchase them. And with that, the sale of banks, the sale of automobiles, the sale of FMCG or any other sector will get affected and profitability will get get reduced. And if profitability of such company will get reduced, their investors will not like it and they will go out and sell out stocks of such companies and will come out of the market. And now if there is more selling pressure in the markets will fall like anything. So this is how an increase in the repo rates can be the cause of fall in the stock market. And similarly, due to this hike in the interest rate, there would be less quantity sold of such products of such companies, and therefore the companies will have to reduce the prices of their products also. So this is how governments control the inflation. So quickly, if I take you through the opposite scenario, if the RBI decreases the repo rate, there would be more money supply in the economy, and now corporates and public like you and me will be able to get loans at lower rates. So their purchasing power will also increase and the profitability of such companies will also get increased, and the investors would like to jump into the stock markets and the markets will touch new highs. So I hope now you understand that how interest rates impact the stock market and the economy. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe this channel and also hit the like button so that this video can reach out to more people. I will see you in the next video. Till then, keep learning. See ya.